So this is the brand new HeyBike Venus, and it comes in right around $1,499. This bike is fully UL certified. They proudly stamp the sticker right on top here, so you know the entire bike is fully UL certified. Not just the 680 watt-hour battery, but all of the wiring, the controllers, and everything has passed the top level of UL certification. So you can feel comfortable that this bike is fully safe to be charging in your house. So not only is the UL certification great on this bike, but there are so many nice components on this that make this more of a premium level e-bike. The fact that they're selling this for $1,499 is actually kind of surprising because I think that this bike has features that would push it upwards of closer to $2,000. Let's start with the tires. You're gonna get some Kenda Quick 7.5 tires on this. These are really nice hybrid style tires. I've ridden these tires on several other brands before, and they just grip really well. You've got a nice reflective sidewall here, so they're safe whenever you're riding in darker situations. Cars will be able to see you coming down the road with no problems whatsoever. And the rims that these tires are mounted on are 27.5, and the tires are 2.20 inches wide. So you're gonna have plenty of grip and plenty of cushion while you ride down the road on these nice Kenda tires. Now you do have the option to either install or not install the front and rear fender. Whenever I originally got the bike, the fenders weren't on it, and I gotta say, it looked really good. But this style of bike, I do like to have fenders on because if you're gonna be riding this, you're probably gonna be going into the city, and maybe you're gonna be wearing some normal clothes to go to the coffee shop or the grocery store, and you don't want any water splashing up on you if you run through any puddles. And also, this comes with a nice rear rack on the back. This rear rack can actually hold upwards of 66 pounds. It has a nice base up top for all kinds of accessories like bags or baskets, but then you also get pannier bag mounts right here with a nice spot to hook down here to keep those pannier bags secure. So all in all, a really nice setup. These rear fenders do come with an extra light on the back here. So if you're going to be running the rear fenders, you're going to have an additional light besides the lights that are in the seat stays right down here. Now, these particular lights will indicate as a brake light, and they will also indicate as a turn signal. Turn signals are activated up on the control pad. Same with your front headlight. So with these particular features like the headlight and the taillights and the reflective tires, you're gonna be able to ride this bike whether it's in day or night and feel like you're gonna be safe and seen while you're going down the road. Now let's take a quick look at the drivetrain. It's an 8-speed Shimano setup. You have a nice large chain ring that has a chain guard on it, a stainless steel chain, and then also a nice big cassette here on the back that has a pretty big range, and that's gonna allow you to be able to pedal this bike whether you have power running to the motor or not. So if you ever did run out of juice on this, you could easily pedal this bike with no problem. It's gonna feel slightly heavier than a regular bike, but it's gonna be able to still be pedaled because of the wide range cassette on the back. Now you do shift through all of these gears with this Shimano Altus rear derailleur, and I've used these particular derailleurs on hundreds of bikes, and these things just work consistently all the time. Now when it comes to the motor on this bike, this is what they call their Galaxy eDrive system. It's a 750 watt, 48 volt rear hub motor that has plenty of juice to be able to power this bike. In fact, it's got about 70 Newton meters of torque, which seems to be right about the standard power range for a hybrid style bike. This battery is fully removable. It's 680 watt hours. So they estimate that you could possibly get about 80 miles of range in pedal assist 1. And since this battery is fully UL certified, it's safe to charge in the house or in the garage, or you could take it in a backpack with you into your office and charge it safely there with no issues whatsoever. But if you don't want to take the battery out of the bike, you can still charge the bike with the battery on with this port right down here. Now this bike comes in 3 different colors. Here are the different colors that are offered in this bike. And this particular bike is set up for somebody who is all the way down to 4'11" and all the way up to 6'2". So the amount of rider height adjustability on this bike is actually pretty impressive. And they do that by having the option to have a longer seat post here, so you can drop it really far down or raise it really far up. And then they also have a 90-degree adjustable stem. With this stem being able to be adjusted upwards of 90 degrees, you can really raise those bars up for somebody who's really tall, or you can lower them down for somebody who's just a little bit shorter. You do get a slightly swept back bar here, which does make it super comfortable being a hybrid bike. pretty much designed to be a little bit more comfortable. And one other way that they made this bike a little bit more comfortable is moving this bottom bracket a little bit more forward on it, so you have this more upright feel whenever you're going down the road. Now, one of the things that HeyBike really wanted to emphasize on this bike is the fact that they have multiple ways you can store stuff on this bike. They really want to make this bike super functional for people who are commuting around town or wanting to maybe go on kind of a longer adventure and they need to carry some extra supplies. They did that with this rear rack back here, but they also have two different mounting options on the front of this bike. They have a spot for a front basket up here, and then they also offered these fork mounts right here, so you can get all kinds of accessories to store extra things on the side of your fork. And not only do they have the mounting options for all those accessories, you do get a bottle cage option right here. You could put a bottle cage on there or a bike lock, but you do get these nice Bottle Boss mounts for additional accessories that you want to mount up. Now, taking a look at the handlebars up here, they're nice and swept back on this adjustable stem, but you do get nice single-sided ergonomic lock-on grips. It's extremely comfortable. Again, this bike is designed around comfort. Not only that, they give you all the controls you need up front here. So you've got your pedal assist levels, your headlight, your walk mode. You even have an ability to be able to switch between a torque sensor and a cadence sensor by simply holding down the M button. Whenever you hold down that M button, you'll see on your screen a little bike icon lights up. And if that bike icon is on the screen, that means you're in cadence mode. And if it's off, it's in torque mode. Now, do take note, this bike defaults in at torque mode. And honestly, that's the way that I would ride this bike most of the time. Pedal assist 1 through 3 are going to give you a nice, light, comfortable feel. Where pedal assist 4 and 5, they're going to be a little bit more aggressive, even with that torque sensor, to get you up to those high speeds that you're looking for. So you have a lot of control with the pedal assist levels on this, and you also have a lot of control being able to switch between a torque sensor and cadence sensor. So you can really customize this bike around your personal riding preference. Looking a little bit further over, you are going to get this really nice looking thumb throttle that's super easy to press with your thumb. Now, this will get you upwards of 28 miles an hour, which is extremely impressive. We're going to test this out to see if it'll actually hit that. But whenever I didn't have any weight on the back tire, it actually did get upwards of 28 miles an hour, which is really nice to see, because if you're cruising through town, you may want to get from point A to point B just a little bit quicker, and you might not want to pedal. But if you do want to pedal, well, you can do that also by increasing the speed inside the app from a class 2, 20 miles an hour, up to that class 3, 28 miles an hour. All right, we're out here on the HeyBike Venus. I'm going to switch this over to cadence mode by simply holding down the M button and watching for the little bike icon to appear. And we're going to test the pedal assist levels with cadence mode, because that's going to give us full power in each individual pedal assist level without having to put pressure on the pedals. So pedal assist, well, we just saw pedal assist 2 there, went to about 13. Let's slow it down and see what pedal assist 1 does. About 10, 10 and a half. Pedal assist 2 again, shift some gears. The nice Shimano shifter. About 14 and a half. Pedal assist 3, whoo, you can feel that kick in. Now pedal assist 1 through 3 are a little bit lower kind of powered than the 4 and 5 is supposed to be, but 3 is very impressive. 20 miles an hour on pedal assist 3. Pedal assist 4, I like how even at 20 miles an hour we still feel the juice kick in at pedal assist 4, and we're not ghost pedaling, and I think I've even got one more gear left. Pedal assist 4, 24.1 is what I'm seeing. Pedal assist 5, top pedal assist that you can get. You can also switch this over to a 3-speed pedal assist, but I prefer the traditional 5 pedal assist levels. And this is supposed to hit 28 miles an hour, and we are right around there, 27.1. Now over on the right-hand side of the handlebars, you are going to get this 8-speed Shimano trigger shifter. Trigger shifters are my favorite style of shifter because they mount underneath the bars. They make it look a lot cleaner overall. Then you get your other ergonomic lock-on grip. Now the brakes on this are a no-name brake, but these are brakes that I've used on plenty of HeyBikes in the past, and these things work really well. They remind me a lot of Tektro brakes, and they just don't have any logoing on them, so we don't know actually what brand they are, but they do use mineral oil. They have a nice lever pull, and they also run 180 mil rotors, both front and back, along with 2-piston hydraulic calipers. Let's test these brakes and see if we can stop within the length of this trash can. Oh yes, these things freaking stop. That was such a fun stop. A little bit of skidding, but man, I felt in control the entire time. Now, one other thing that this has is it does have a quick release on the front of the bike. So if you need to take that front wheel off relatively quickly, you can easily do that on this particular bike. All right, we're gonna slow down here. We're at the 19% grade. I've got it in pedal assist 5. We're gonna leave it on the torque sensor, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go. And I think if I do keep this bike, I'm gonna raise this up probably about halfway to 90. So 45, and that will be perfect for me. Got up to about 22, single downshift. Torque sensor is definitely working. So we're on about 12% right now. So this is still very steep, but not as steep as it gets, excuse me, not as steep as it gets right up here by the driveway. And if you know me, these bikes need to stay above 10 miles an hour getting up this hill. And we're shifting through the gears. And this is only 70 Newton meters. And we're at 11.3 miles an hour, 11.1. We're gaining. This is where we normally gain, 12. All right, guys. Yes. Pedaling up this hill, pedal assist 5, torque sensor, it made it. No worries whatsoever. But overall, this bike has performed really well. This is actually one that I'm planning on keeping in my inventory because it's just such a nice bike. I love the fact that it's got a good size removable battery. It's got all the nice features like the Kenda Quick 7.5 tires. It's comfortable, upright feeling. It's a bike that I feel confident putting anybody on. So whether you're experienced with riding a bike or whether you haven't ridden a bike in quite a while, this bike is easy to get on and easy to ride. It's super user-friendly. And if that's the style of bike you're looking for, you may want to check out the HeyBike Venus. And of course, if you do want to pick one up, definitely check out my links down below, because if you've enjoyed this review and you use those links, it does come back and help out this channel a little bit, but it doesn't cost you anything additional. All right, guys, if you've enjoyed this and you've been liking my content on e-bikes and maybe some of my other videos that I've been putting out, definitely hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It's totally free to you. Leave me a comment. Is this the style of bike that you've been looking for? Have you had the opportunity to ride the brand new HeyBike Venus? And if you have, let us know what your experience was on it, because I'm sure that other people are gonna wanna hear what your thoughts are too. But as always, guys, you know what to do. Get out there and ride your e-bike.